Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we're counting down our picks for the most challenging bosses you're likely to encounter in FromSoftware's new multiplayer juggernaut. Given that it can be tackled either solo or with a group, there's bound to be some variables when it comes to difficulty spikes. But we can all agree that among the staggering number of foes you're likely to face, these guys hit the hardest.
Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Dancer of the Boreal Valley. The return of bosses from previous Dark Souls titles was a welcome delight, and of course, a fresh helping of anxiety. For many, the Dancer is PTSD packed into a flexible frame, whose wild swings and unnatural movements led to countless game overs in the past. However, given that her encounters in Nightreign take place in a much larger space and her aggressiveness has been somewhat dialed back, it's never been easier to avoid her twin blades. Does that mean she's a walk in the park? Hell no. One wrong move and she'll slice you up before you know it. Nameless King. The GOAT of Soulsborne. Few bosses command as much respect as the Nameless King, so for him to appear as a mini-boss is crazy. Again, compared to his debut in Dark Souls 3, the King's difficulty has been substantially dropped, given how the Nightfarers are far speedier than the Ashen one. You still have to deal with two phases of crazy damage though. Between the Wyvern's flames and the King's deadly lunges, any player that's not on their A game, solo or otherwise, will still get crushed. Gladius, Beast of Night. First of the Night Lords, Gladius is widely regarded as the easiest of the mainstay bosses to best, if you can call the blazing Cerberus with a chainsword easy. Relentless in its pursuit, Gladius can light up the arena in flame at a moment's notice. Made all the worse by how it can split itself into 3 separate hounds that will chase you non-stop, stripping away the chance of a party of 3 to easily flank it. The perfect skill check for those who think they have what it takes to conquer Nightreign. Maris, Fathom of Night. Stunning in presentation but an absolute bitch to bring down, you're going to want to lean heavily into your ranged characters here, since Maris loves nothing more than to float around, summoning jellyfish bombs and inducing sleep while staying just out of reach. Hunting after it as a melee build can be a nightmare, bringing back the pain of when we had to chase down the Elden beast. Don't think it doesn't pack a punch though. If you get caught in one of its dive bombs, it's all over. Adele, Baron of Night. And now the pendulum swings the other way, on account that this boss will not leave you alone for even a second. All mouth and all aggression, Adele stalks any and all Nightfarers mercilessly with its immense overbite. If it's not trying to gobble you up, it's bringing the thunder and creating fissures upon impact. For such a stodgy beast, some of its moves are wild, to the extent it will surf along the dunes on its jaw and hammer through anything in its path. Best have a spring in your step and be stocked up on a hell of a lot of poison. Nosta, Wisdom of Night. Time for a classic Souls duo boss, now with the added horror of having to face against two giant insects. On the one hand you have the Shears, an armoured arachnid that will burrow through the earth and lash out with its pincers. All the while the Moth will fly around and bombard the party with magic, giving you very little time to retaliate. And yes, they do have combo attacks, which will undoubtedly flatten you unless you lather them with fire damage first. Caligo, Miasma of Night. Elden Ring has some of the most trying dragon fights across the gaming landscape, and Caliggo is no exception. Majestic in appearance, this four-winged behemoth is a danger at a distance or up close, on account that if it's not lashing out with its tail, then it's freezing the entire arena with ice and fog. As every Souls player knows, Frostbite is lethal, and Caliggo loves nothing more than to blanket everything in sight with freezing gales. Best bring the heat before your chance of victory becomes as unlikely as the winds of winter. Libra, Creature of Night. Did someone say Soulsborne Satan? Because we got Soulsborne Satan. And in typical devilish fashion, before the battle even starts, a deal can be made. In exchange for powering up one aspect of your Nightfarer, another is slashed. Regardless of whether you take advantage of this deal or not, the fight itself is nuts. Though that might be due to the fact Libra's favourite tactic is to teleport around the arena, while inducing madness with wide-reaching spells. Between the force fields and frenzied flames, Libra is in contention for knocking Migra off his perch as the true Lord of Madness. Heolstor the Night Lord. It's the final boss of a Souls game. Of course it's going to be difficult. Following in the steps of Gale, Radagon and the Soul of Cinder, the one true Night Lord is a humanoid foe that knows how to bring the pain. As the Shape of Night, he'll lash out with sword swings that become more intricate over time, though that's paltry compared to his true form. Where not only will he juggle 3 great swords, but will casually start ripping apart reality itself, creating fissures that will not only cause vast damage, but also induce status effects. Even with a fully stacked team armed with holy weapons, the Night Lord can devastate your entire run easily. Fulghor, Champion of Nightglow. Don't let the slow swings fool you. The Dark Drift Knight is an absolute unit, whose arsenal of attacks can spell your instant doom unless you're fully locked in. His stomps can light up a dangerously large area, his charges are lightning fast, and that's all before phase 2 kicks in. Where he grows a mutated arm like he's the second coming of Gundyr. The range of damage is absurd, the windows to pile on the damage are minimal, and just when you think you're at a safe distance, he'll summon radiant swords from the ground to shish kebab you. No two ways about it. This centaur... Which Nightreign boss gave you the most grief? Let us know in the comments.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, there's more where that came from.